What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are back with another video. This video is under the Fair Use Act, and the Fair Use Act is in the description box of the video as well as the About Me section of the platform. The Fair Use Act is used to educate you guys on what's going on this particular platform. Please keep in mind that this video and all my videos are allegedly as well as education purposes only. But you guys wanted me to touch bases on this particular topic, the whole Blueface, Nevada, Chrisean, and Jane Alexis. And so I'm going to bring it to you as biased as possible. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion. This whole video is allegedly, again, and this is my opinion. From what I'm seeing as things play forth during the last few weeks, we're going to start with Blueface coming home. We got to go back to the beginning. Y'all. Blueface came home. Chrisean showed up at the welcome home event. Now, from the looks of things, Chrisean was invited by Blueface allegedly, but no one else knew that she was coming, which was wrong because Blueface knows that Jaden Alexis and Carlissa, had a distaste for Chrisean because of the past. Some are saying they're wrong for feeling how they feel. I say, listen, protect yourself. Don't put yourself in situations in which things could get out of hand. And so, no, I think they did deserve a heads up for that reason. Okay, so now Blueface leaves the event. Jaden Alexis pulls up after Chrisean goes live and show the kids, and Jaden pulls up like, who agree? I didn't agree, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Jaden shows up. It goes down. Blueface leaves. Next thing you know, Chrisean follows Blueface to wherever he was going so he could get on the stream or whatever the case. She has the little man with her. Blueface goes live, have him in his arms. I feel like Chrisean didn't like what she saw looking at the screen, right? Because we have to be fair with saying that the young man has some things that I hope is being addressed, in my opinion. I'm still going to continue to pray for him, no matter what it may look like, because I do know that God can turn things around. But Chrisean has to be willing to do the work. And so after that, we seen Chrisean barking like a dog at the door, letting Blueface know that she would still do anything for him. That's all that was. He wanted to see just what she would do. Then in despair in a moment, she decided she was on the blue side of the fence, no longer the red side, this, that, and the third. Lord have mercy. And Blueface is looking at this and saying, well, when I wasn't here, you was over there, now you over here. Okay, so you're a blue nose of this, that, we seen all that. Forward fast, Chrisean went into a boxing situation she got with Coach Calvin and Ryan, all that. She got with Coach Calvin. She began the training. She began to get disciplined. She had her fight, right? And Blueface had his situation. He had his fight. Next thing, Nevada pregnant. Well, before the fight, Nevada pregnant or whatever the case. Now, Nevada is over at Blueface's house. And for whatever reason, her and her son seems like they're there for the long haul, in my opinion. Nevada does not look like she's leaving, y'all. I'm sorry. And Nevada hasn't been secretive as letting people know that Blueface pays her. He gives her a lot of money. Nevada feels like, why go with somebody else when they're going to dog you out and not even take care of you? Blueface has said several times, like, they all went to something worse than me. Like, nobody's taking care of them, nobody's this, nobody's that. Oh, it's a lot. I'm trying, y'all. I really tried with this. Jane Alexis, she witnessed in Blueface's phone, Jaden was looking for the email, giving her the clarity on Pinkface's name being copywritten. Shout out to Jay for taking advice. Jay wanted to make sure, and Blueface gave Jay his phone so Jay could look and see if the paperwork came in for Pinkface's name. And she realized that Blueface had been giving Nevada all this money. And I think with Jay, everything changed then because Jay is like, you doing all of this, and I'm over here struggling with the kids, trying to make things happen. And you be at my house eating my food. I don't ask you for anything, but if you could do this, then you could help with the kids. So Jaden is feeling like even though Blueface got a whole lot of bills and debts he need to be paying, if he could be tricking, then he could be giving her money for the kids. And I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. So at this point now it's to the point where the kids can't even go to Blueface house and Jaden can't either because Nevaeh is there. And the kids aren't going without Jay. I mean, Jay have left them there for some hours, whatever, like that. But for the most part, with Nevada, if another woman there, Jay's that's not leaving the kids, and she has the right because Blueface really hasn't gave her the assurance that he's not going to probably have them over there playing and he's over here or whatever the case. Jaden is to the point now. I think Jaden is finally getting fed up, y'all. I'm serious. Because y'all remember when she first slept with him when he came home and she was like, she pregnant. But she wasn't pregnant, and then Blueface told on the interview that she gave up a baby, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to try to stay on course, but we got to cover everything to end up how we end up back here. So once Jaden realized Blue was breaking Nevaeh off with all this money, Jaden is like, oh no, we're not about to do that. I'm going to take you to court if you don't give me such and such a month. And Blue is like, what don't you got a dude? And blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But Blue feel like if she have a dude, he should be helping her. And Blue, you have a whole somebody living in the house with you, with a kid and pregnant with your kid, allegedly. Because we really don't know, because it's like 5 or 10 people came out saying that Nevaeh was promiscuous and she was sharing texts and she said Blueface be doing this, that, and the third. And so we don't know. But Nevaeh did say that she's willing to take the DNA test. So I'm waiting for that because my opinion through everything is if you don't have no secrets, let's do it. Some are saying they did the test already, they did, and then Blue is like, no, that was fake. I got paid, so forth and so on. Carlissa slipped and said NDA and all these different things. And so, do we really know? No, we wasn't there. We just wasn't. Okay, Chrisean enters back in. Chrisean does the interview, and she revealed and exposed that Blueface had been asking her to get back or whatever, whatever. And she was basically saying sober this, sober that, and you got to get out of that single mindset if you want your family, so forth and so on. Next thing you know, Chrisean eventually gave in and had been having conversations, needed to be text or phone, because she shows up at Blueface's concert. And she performs and she gets her out the way because she said the circular music was bothering her, whatever, whatever. Next thing, Blueface was going in the back and closing the door. She didn't want the camera, this, that, and third. She lost her earbud. And she was telling Blue that she wanted to pray for the people, this and that. And Blue was saying you turned it into church. And I did hear Blueface thank Chrisean. He said he was praying too, and he said thank you. And I think that Blueface knew that the people love Chrisean, that the people still love to see them work together, if nothing else, right? And so, in my opinion, ever since Blueface and Chrisean performed or got back together on that stage, I seen the change in both of them. And this still is allegedly. Blueface is back drinking allegedly, and Chrisean, according to her latest live, Chrisean allegedly has some things going on as well. And you guys can't get mad because y'all have to be honest about what y'all see. And I feel like y'all need to be real with Chrisean and just start tapping her and telling her the truth. I just feel like that's what it is. There's no way you can say that something wasn't up with her in that particular live. Do you guys think that it was a good move that Chrisean went back over there and got with Blueface? And even on Chrisean's last live, she was saying, what is God telling you to do? What is God calling you to do? I've made so and so. And I feel like she's throwing those money numbers out there to get Blueface to understand, that I'm the breadwinner, if that makes sense. So it's like, even though Chrisean went live and showed off her place and this, that, and third, now she's back in the car. She's outside in the dark. She's acting a little weird. The little man is in the back seat. He should be in the bed. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that someone can't run to the store or even maybe go visit a friend that night. I'm not saying that. But the way she was looking, she should have just been home, in my opinion. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, love on those that love on you, and pray for the world. Peace.